From the outside looking in, Ben White looks like a Love Island contestant rather than a footballer. But you'd be wrong. This is a man that's willing to die for the badge, playing through injury in order to help his team win games. So when the media for the past week has used words such as disgrace, arrogance, and pathetic to attack his character, that's completely wrong. And there's one man in this world that could vouch for him, and it's Mikel Arteta. The way Arteta has used Ben White in this Arsenal team is fascinating because he's a jack of all trades, can literally do anything he's asked to, and do it at an extremely high level. For the past 2 years, Ben White has been played as a right back. Ben White has played as a right back, being defensively sound and able to show his offensive powers, but this season is a little bit different. He's playing the same position, yes, but he's doing that Zinchenko role where he's inverted because Kiwior is playing as a traditional left back, and he's excelling. But we should have known this about Ben White because he played the same exact role when he was at Leeds under Bielsa. Now, if you don't know who Bielsa is, he's probably your favorite manager's favorite manager. He's one of the most brilliant minds in the game, and he's arguably one of Pep's influence in the modern day. He's not just a right back, he's also a center half, and if you probably asked Ben White, that's probably the position he's most comfortable with because he's played it the longest. And he's easily one of the best center halves in the country. He's tall, he's good in the air, he can play the ball at his feet, and he knows how to control the pace and tempo. There's a misconception that Ben White doesn't love football, but if you ask anyone at Arsenal, he's one of the hardest trainers. Rob Holding said in an interview that Ben White will play through injury. This idea that just because he doesn't sit down and watch football matches, he's not passionate and doesn't love what he does is nonsense. Recently, the news has been Ben White doesn't want to play for England, which has caused a media storm.
Look, I'm disappointed, but I'm also slightly disgusted. Like, what do you mean you don't want to play for your country? What do you mean you don't want to represent England? Like, who on earth do you think you are?
No, the door should be slammed right in his mush.
This is an absolute shambles. One of the Premier League's best defenders, who's currently top of the table, is absolutely ridiculous.
But if you ask me, why would he want to play at a place that he was belittled at, in front of the entire camp? With Connor Cody sticking up for him, he clearly felt disrespected. How many times have we seen players not get along with individuals in the national team? That's football. People don't get along, and if this was club level, Ben White would probably ask for a transfer request and boom, it's done. They're making him seem like he's the bad guy. Ben White is clearly in love with the game and wants to get better at it. Just because he didn't grow up watching football like we did, doesn't make him less passionate. I think the media is getting it all wrong. This is a guy that does his job and does it well, and when he's at his job, he cares. I hope you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts about this Ben White situation, and I'll see you in the next one.